Candace Bushnell is the woman behind Charlotte, Miranda, Samantha, and of course, Carrie. The Sex and the City franchise was born from articles in her book, which birthed the TV show, and then a couple of blockbuster movies along the way. And while the Fabulous Four are not back, Bushnell is back in a new book asking, is there still Sex and the City? This one is more like a memoir, but it is fictionalized. It explores a real but not really talked about look at what it's like to be dating as a 50-something in today's climate. Candace Bushnell is in studio with us this morning. Welcome to Your Morning.
Good morning.
So good to have you here. All right, this is not a memoir, but the voice is in that of Candace. Candace plays the narrator.
Yes, it is. I mean, in some ways, the book is really about a journey that I took through my 50s, which was, it was really the only thing you could do was laugh. I had a lot of ups and downs. I ended up getting divorced at 53 and found myself in a situation that I never ever thought I would be in when I was in my 20s or 30s. We always think we're gonna have our 50s figured out, right? Or they're very, very hazy. But then when you get there, your life can look very different. And that's really what this book is about. With a new cast of characters, Queenie and Sassy and Tilda Tia. So it's really great fun. And it's a very funny yet poignant book that also emphasizes how important our friendships are again when we get into our 50s.
And just like, you know, for an entire generation of women, you wrote about what it was like to date, to be alone, to be broken up with on a Post-it note. All of those things that, you know, that happen, but we don't talk about as a group in our 30s, now happening in our 50s. Let's start with some new phrases, which I learned in the book. I'm not going to give all of them away. We'll stick with the safe ones. Ma'am.
That is middle-aged madness. And it seems to be a phase that people go through, women go through, actually men go through it too. And it's when a lot of things happen at once. You know, there can be divorce, moving. A lot of people have to restart their careers again in their 50s. And so it's just a lot of things happening at once.
I love that you go, Candace in this book goes on Tinders. You say that you're going on the Tinder in search of research. You call them Tinderellas, which I love that phrase. What does Candace learn in this Tinder experiment?
Well, one of the things that I learned on Tinder is don't go on it. No, people do, I would say for every 10 people who say they had a really not a good experience on Tinder, there is one person who met their partner and got married. So any of these apps can work, but Tinder seems to be much more of a hookup app, and people found it pretty soulless and a little bit soul destroying.
Yeah.
It doesn't tend to be the best place to meet your soulmate.
Let's hope not. I love that you also talk about things that, you know, happen that we might be embarrassed to say happened to us. And I love this story about getting hustled for $4,000 worth of skin cream. Did that really happen?
Yes, it did. And when it happened, I thought it's so hilarious and unbelievable, but they actually tried to hustle me for $15,000. So what happened is they gave me a packet of sample face cream, and I was feeling really low and very vulnerable, and I had these puffs under my eyes. I went in, they put the cream on, the puffs went down, and then the next day, before I knew it, I had signed up for this facial. And when I got there and started having this facial, they told me that I had to buy $15,000 worth of this face cream, and I almost fell off the chair, and I could not get out. I had a cape on, I had goop on my face. I was literally trapped. And I thought, this is just, it's so funny. And it also says something just about modern life and you know, about this idea of, you know, the very rich and are getting richer than everybody else. They can afford $15,000 on face cream. Oh my God.
It's unreal. How much has life changed for you after Sex and the City?
Not really so much. I mean, I still do all of the things that I always did, writing books, and actually this is going to be a TV series.
It is.
There's still Sex in the City, and I actually will start working on it this week when I get back to New York. I'm going to start working on it Thursday and Friday.
Oh, wow.
So we just move things right along.
I love that. It is a fantastic tale. Cannot wait to see it come to life on the big screen. Thanks for all your work and your future work to come.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Candace. The book, as a reminder, is called Is There Still Sex in the City? And we will be right back on Your Morning. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.